Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to 2018. I don't think I've done a video in 2018 yet, so Happy New Year. And sorry about that before. I told my wife I was going to shoot a video about me dancing, and I don't think she believed me, so I had to prove her wrong. At any rate, what I want to do in this video is quickly go through my bait casting arsenal, and you'll recognize some of this stuff from my videos. I just don't really talk about it too much. But especially the reels, I've done a couple of reviews and a couple of how-to videos on those, so you'll recognize those as well. So without further ado, let me go grab the first one. Alright, here's the first one. Let me take the reel cover off there. By the way, if you don't already know it, if you purchase a reel from Tackle Warehouse, most of the time you'll qualify for a discounted price for one of these Tackle Warehouse reel covers. I think it's worth a few bucks. Keeps all the dirt and grime out of your reels when you're not using them. But anyway, here's my my first setup, and it's one of my tournament MBs, and it's on a 7-foot medium heavy Lew's American Hero Series casting rod, and so I don't even have to bother showing it to you. I have another setup that's identical to this one. And the reason why I have these is a few years ago when I was getting back into bass fishing after having been away from it for almost 30 years, a lot of things had changed with regards to tackle and what you use and all that. So I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and just about everybody recommended a 7-foot medium heavy rod as a general all-around, can basically do everything type of rod, and I found that to be the case. So I bought 2 of these, and these are not very expensive. I think they're around $60 at Tackle Warehouse, and I've really enjoyed using them. And I can fish chatterbaits, soft plastics, spinner baits, jigs, just about everything on these. Although I'm not very good at jig fishing yet, so have 2 of those. The Lew's reel I have on here, again, a tournament MB, and it's a 6.8 to 1 gear ratio. And I usually put, this one's got 50-pound braid, but I usually put a leader on there, 15-pound or 14-pound, either monofilament or fluorocarbon. So I won't show you the second one of these, but it's just like this one. Let me go get number 2. Here's my second setup, and this is primarily my crankbait setup, and it is, I'm trying to remember the rod length. It's a 7-foot medium, and it's a Abu Garcia Vengeance. And again, it's pretty low end. It wasn't very expensive. I don't know, $50 maybe, but I've been pretty happy with it. And on this rod, I've got a Lew's LFS speed spool, 6.8 to 1 gear ratio. I don't have it spooled up with line yet, but I typically throw monofilament on there and 14-pound test. And I don't know, if you're wondering why I use monofilament instead of fluorocarbon, I don't really have a good answer for you, except that I grew up using monofilament and I'm pretty comfortable using it, and it's very economical. And also with the fluorocarbon that I have used for leaders, I've noticed that it kind of picks up some of the dinginess out of the water. Like after 4 or 5 uses, it gets stained, like it picks up like a yellowish tint to it. And maybe it's because I'm picking up the wrong brand of fluorocarbon. Leave me a comment if you know the answer to that. Anyway, I haven't spooled up that reel yet, but hopefully soon, at least in the next month or so. So that's it for my crankbait rod. Now let me go get my newest and probably soon to be favorite. All right, here it is. Let me take the reel cover off. This I got for Christmas, and it is a 7-foot 3-inch heavy Okuma TCS series with the old Scott Martin line, and boy, look at it. Isn't it pretty? Is it focusing? that nice, after you get up past the first line guide, it turns this nice cobalt blue. Anyway, can't wait to get out there and use this one. I primarily plan to use this one for jig fishing, topwater frogs, and things like that. Something that requires some backbone and maybe some muscle to get something out of cover. I think it retails at Tackle Warehouse for like $139, but I picked it up off somewhere else off Amazon for around $104. And on this one, I'm putting the 8.3 to 1 gear ratio Lew's Tournament MB. Anyway, so this is the newest addition to the lineup, and can't wait to get out there and use this thing. And I'm real happy with it. Hey, but while I got you, and we're talking about fishing rods, got something else new in the mail the other day that I want to check out. And so hang on. Picked up 4 of these rod gloves, and because usually when I load up to go fishing, I just throw all my rod and reels in the front seat of my truck and then kind of angle the tips back toward the back seat, and they all kind of clatter around with each other. And especially now that I got that nice Akuma, kind of want to protect them a little bit. So well, I didn't do this by design, but this blue and black one actually kind of matches the Akuma. So hang on a second, I'm going to try to put this thing on there and see how it works. Alright, well, that was pretty easy. It just slipped right on there. It doesn't go all the way down to the reel or anything, but it covers up all the eyelets, which is really okay with me. And it seems to fit on there pretty snug. I noticed some of the other ones come with a little loop right there where you can actually loop it around the reel handle to hold it on there, but I think this will be okay. Let me know if you've ever used this brand before and what you think of it. But I'm going to go ahead and put these on the rest, so hang on. Alright, so there it is. There's the lineup. And I'll put a link down below to all this stuff if you're really that interested. But hopefully it won't be too much longer. Today's January 12th, I think. And probably about, I don't know, 6 more weeks, and hopefully I'll be back out there in a kayak trying to reel in some Southern Maryland dinks. So, hey, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.